There is a martial arts gym situated in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere in Australia in a small town named Penrith, and this gym is called Sydney West Martial Arts. This gym oddly happens to produce some of Australia's most elite grapplers, including Josh Saunders, who was invited to Texas last month to fight in an exhibition match against the world number 1, Gordon Ryan. I've always wondered what it is about this gym that makes their athletes so special, what's happening behind closed doors, and what kind of secrets are they keeping hidden from the rest of the world. Well, I decided to make the long journey to Penrith to go behind the scenes to uncover what secret ingredients behind producing killer athletes look like and feels like. Are these athletes really that gifted? Are their techniques really that good? And is this gym really as intimidating as it may seem from the outside?
I'm Luke, this is my gym, and I'm going to fuck James up.
It's a system of training built around the highest percentage techniques. So not just things that work for a blue belt in competition, but something that's going to work at the highest level, say ADCC. So we extrapolate from that. We also extrapolate from John Danaher, who's kind of universally known as the best jiu-jitsu coach. So between that, we put together a system of training each day that's super regimented. So it's every single day except Sundays, most days twice a day, and we're just working through all the highest percentage stuff over and over. Then it's the format in how we put it together, and then it's the constant training with good training partners. So you get that and you do it long enough, and you start to create good grapplers.
My first encounter with Luke, this coach, is actually when I first competed against someone from Sydney West. I recall him shouting from the sidelines, "He's only good at Instagram." A couple of years later, that did come back to haunt him because he DM'd me about getting a bit of help with his YouTube channel. We hung out, had a coffee, developed a bit of a bromance, and he said, "Do you want to roll?" I said, "Sure." So about 2 weeks ago to the day, he absolutely pieced me up. And you sometimes wonder how someone that, no offense, looks rather unassuming could be such a killer. Now, the thing was that he actually beat the crap out of me whilst being very respectful. Even now, you can see here. He's not hurting me. He's not putting me in danger's way. He's just technically beating me at every... But people have this experience. The thing is, it's almost like playing chess against someone who's really good at chess. You know they know the next move, which makes it hard for you to make your next move because you know they're thinking of the move 2 moves ahead. And another thing I liked was he made it very clear. He's like, "Look, come down, come train with us." Or check. We're not going to be rough or try and prove something just because the camera's on. Talking of good coaching, let's jump over to one of the techniques that Luke was teaching on the very day.
Keep tension in the side of the knee, and I'm going to sit onto my other glute, and I'm going to put my other hook in. So we go to this position. Now, if Jake stayed here, he runs the risk of getting knocked over. So Jake probably squares up, and now we're gaming him between the two things. So in the gi, outside De La Riva is very popular because you can control the collar here and pull them forward. We're going to play with a different variation where we take our inside shoelaces up near his glute here, and we take our second shoelaces under our own Achilles. Yep, coming to a passing position. So we end up in a position like this. We call it a high reverse guard. The idea with high reverse guard is going to pull my knees to my chest and hit him with a leg extension, and he'll have to stumble forward. And as he does that, I'm going to be ready to capture his leg. And I'm basically just tripping back down. So I just said to you before, I'd love to get both feet on the inside. So look what I'm going to do now. I'm going to just undo my feet, pummel my shoelaces, and now I have both feet on the inside with both legs controlled. And now we've got options galore. We can knock him down, we can enter the legs, but we're just going to practice getting to here. So it seems convoluted, but basically we're just getting into here, but we're just trying to get there against a resisting opponent. So we're here, we play a reverse De La Riva. He starts to get angle off, so I switch to an outside De La Riva. And then rather than playing with this hook by itself, we're going to lock our shoelaces in and pull our knees together. What I don't want to happen is that he knee hikes this and then starts to mount me. So when I put my legs in like so, I can even self-frame. Exactly. I pull my knee to my chest, be ready to catch him. If you're not, he'll step and then he'll probably kind of catch himself. I want him to have to put his hands down. So as I go here, I put a little block in, pummel the shoelaces in, and now we're off. Let's give it a go.
Whoa, this guy's bendy. This guy's bendy. Well, there's 4 points to go. Oh, I was not expecting that.
Almost there, it's not quite there. If he goes to sleep while standing, I'm in fucking trouble. Get him, Jake. Send it, baby.
Gentleman's agreement, can we say?
Next was a round with Curtis, who I actually have competed against once. He knocked me out of a competition about a month ago. Very skilled individual. One thing I like is he started training relatively late, just like me. I think he was 29. I think I was 28 when I began. He just got recently awarded his black belt, and he's definitely been very active on the competition circuit. He got me in some very sneaky moves here. It's a move I've been working on a bit. I plant my hand on the mat to try and defend the armbar. So if I just put a bit of weight through it, it gives me a little bit of breathing space here, although literally it was only a tiny bit of breathing space. He was doing a bit of dirty tactics. All that bald spot is not looking good, but I'm 35. You know, no one's making it out with a hairline. Because he muscled that one a little bit. I'm just trying to keep that arm away from him, keep breathing. You know, what's going to give up first, my neck or his legs? Probably my neck, seeing as I think he armbars me here, if I remember correctly. Not like I cried on the way home. There it is. It's also pretty cool that some of the top competitors in the country say, yo, let's train. Let's get you better so I can get better. And I think there's a dirty move coming here, if I remember correctly, in my ego. I'm pretty sure I cried the whole way home for what is literally just about to happen. I can't remember what was going on here. But he did something. What did he do? Let's have a look. Some kind of gnarly back step to shin grab. There it is. And my God, look at the veins coming out my head. This one flipping killed. I don't even know what it was called. I had to up to that. Then I thought, you know, I'd get him with a little bit of bullshit of my own. Did the old jumping Kimura here. You know, it's a slippery bugger, this one. Maybe I'm being nice in someone else's gym. Come with a wrestle up, show off the bald patch. Oh, nearly. Thought, nah, be gentleman. What's that? 50-50 entry from the back. Old school. Is this 1980? Decide to let go of the heel hook there. You know, I'm in another person's gym.
Some days you get pretty well.
I don't remember time is over. Josh wasn't like this, is he?
To be completely fair, it was never actually an aspiration of mine. I was just completely curious and inquisitive around the sport and just wanted to come in and learn and get better every single day, and have become quite fascinated with it as a result, and breaking things down and thinking about how they work. And I think that people pedestal a goal too often, where if they have a bad training session they get disheartened and they actually start to think, oh well, can I do this or can I not do this? So I think it's actually a reverse engineering or rather a counterintuitive point, that the less you focus on the outcome ahead of you and the more you focus on how you're actually getting better every single day, I think the further you go faster.
Josh Saunders here, the man in the purple top. #1 in Australia. Might be #1 in, would you call it, like Australasia? You know, the mixture of the two. He's a big boy, strong, very technical. You know, was I going here trying to tap him? Of course not. Trying to hold my own a little bit. I thought, you know, I'll have a couple guard passes. Again, incredibly difficult to set something up when you know the person you're up against has got technical abilities beyond your own. Also, he's being quite nice. The last thing I want to do is go dive him for a heel hook and him going, oh, bonjour, you want the smoke? Tu voudrais le bolo pour le déjeuner, garçon? And then him bringing it. I think here I got one of his trademark figure 4 body locks on the old ribs. Was not pleasurable. This bald spot is making me consider a trip to Turkey. Might have to get my scalp tattooed. It's only a joke. Thing is, by the time that Mercedes Benz is completely gone, hopefully should have my black belt in jiu-jitsu, which means, you know, people go, you're bald. I'll say, come sit that a bit closer where I can grab you. And then they might just dominate me with physical presence, a bit like Josh is. Definitely playing, you know, some kind of sneak attack on him. It's not very nice having him on top, but c'est la vie, as they say in Francais. As we come up to the end of my you know, even roll with Josh Saunders, you can see the strength for me. As I try to go out of bounds, he just pulls me back like a child, which is quite embarrassing, you know, but it is what it is. Onwards and upwards. The good thing about this is next time I go compete against someone, I'm going to be like, oh, you're only 100 kg. You don't know where I've been. I've been bullied by a man with giganticism. you know, there I am looking for a legitimate setup, attacking the legs. Was there a heel hook on here? We'll never know, really. It's like the ending of a film. Was he just about to tap him out? We'll never know. You're a lucky man, Josh Saunders, eh?
It's like demoralised. That's why you stay under 100 kilograms. If you're going to compete, stay under 100.
It's been fun to come here and train in what is one of Australia's most dangerous gym. There's no denying it. The amount of killer athletes coming out of here, winning ADCC trials, stamping their ticket to different competitions and exhibitions around the world. This is obviously an incredible room to be in. It reminds me almost of a B team based in Australia. Now, I don't know if any of you passing through Australia would necessarily find yourself in Penrith, but I must say that if you wanted to drop in for a role, this would be a great room to spend a bit of time, especially if you're here competing. Remember, if you ever want to come to the gym that I train at, Garage Jiu-Jitsu Wollongong, always open. And if anyone wants to have a role, always happy to. But yeah, it's been a great time coming and exploring and having some very difficult roles in Sydney West. I'd like to thank them very much for having me. And I think I'm going to be dropping in from time to time, every time I feel like getting my butt kicked. Well, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it.